'99 Honda CR-V. Has pulsating lights. Just gonna finish the brake job on it all the way around. Can't find why it's got pulsating lights when it's running. Lights are pulsating. I checked the load sensing relay, this box over here. Checked all the wiring in there. Checked all the wiring for the alternator. I checked all the wiring underneath, like the oxygen sensor. And sometimes the oxygen sensor wire will rub up against something and cause a short circuit, cause the same flickering of the lights. Do a battery test. Battery's healthy. The last test I did was the alternator ripple. It's got 247 millivolts of alternator ripple. So I'm going to change the alternator and see the solid. I'm going to take out the alternator out by another YouTuber, Michael Redlick. He's got like 33 subscribers. He should have more because he put this out and he's doing it from the top. And what he does is he takes out the 12mm bolt that's on the alternator right about there somewhere. The sensor that's just about right there. Okay. And then he takes out the master cylinder and just removes it to the side. Moves this power steering hose over and takes it out from the top instead of the bottom, which is a lot easier than taking everything apart and going through all that. And luckily I have a lift so I can easily get to the bottom bolt and take that out. So I wanted to give Michael Redlick, YouTuber, credit for this because this really helped me out. Thanks. Now under the vehicle. Now under the vehicle, you see that bolt right next to the belt? That's the lower alternator bolt that needs to be removed. And as you can see, there's a little bit of coolant leak behind this pulley, which I'm suspicious is the water pump that's giving the problem. There's other issues on this vehicle that have to be taken care of. But in order to get to this belt right here, which runs the air conditioning and the alternator, I'll have to remove the other belt to the power steering to replace that belt. Once I get this nut right here off and the bolt itself, the alternator should come up the top. Okay, the master cylinder has to come out. One side I can get with an extension. The other side I can get with a 12mm speed wrench. Got a lot of speed wrenches. Saves a lot of time and trouble. God bless the guy who invented them. You're not going to disconnect the lines. All you're going to do, make sure you don't lose the washers. All you gotta do is move the master cylinder out of the way. So you can be able to move it. I might have to move this guy out of the way just to give me a little more clearance. But we'll see. Should be enough to get the alternator out. I'm going to snake it through here, make it past all this. And it'll take a lot of wiggling and a lot of moving the hoses around. Just be careful, take your time, and it will come out the top and you'll be able to get it done. as I got it to this point. Oh, of course she falls on me. Right when I had her. Well, at least that's good practice to get it back up. As she said. You gotta move that hose just enough to give you some room. And out she comes. Like I said. Of course, you know, it wasn't planned to be that way. But there it is. And installation is going to be the same as pulling it out, only in reverse. And I'll get it in there. After installing the alternator, putting it all back together, getting the belts all done, getting the master cylinder attached, we're going to start it and we're going to see if we have that same pulsating light situation. No more pulsating light. The alternator was the demon in the pudding. It was the bad thing. At 247 millivolts of ripple, it was causing the voltage to go up and down really fast, between 14 and 15.9, over and over, really, really fast. Now that the ripple is normal, I'm going to test it, make sure what ripple it has now. It's definitely not going to be 247 millivolts. I'd like to thank Lakeside Auto Body on YouTube for putting this tool in a review. He reviewed this tool a couple of months ago. And I happen to like the tool because at the end you can get the millivolts out of it. It's a simple tool, but it solved the problem with this 99 CRV, no problem. You go over to charging test, and you can see that's a normal ripple now. 15 millivolts was the ripple just there. Now I'm going to increase the RPM and press enter. And charging now is normal. Ripple is 10 millivolts. Went from 247 millivolts of ripple to 10. That solved our pulsating light problem and the whole issue. This is a computer-controlled vehicle, and the ripple can actually damage components inside the computer, inside of other modules. So once the ripple gets excessive, it should be replaced, the alternator. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching.